Welcome home to USA Global TV and Radio, a place where dreams take flight, with authentic storytelling, diverse perspectives and meaningful conversations, where global stories unite and bridges are built beyond all borders. Discover world-class education, entertainment, hope and inspiration. Together, we're building bridges worldwide. Subscribe to our channel, USA Global TV. Download our app, USA Global TV. Be our guest or join our team. Visit usaglobaltv.com. Thanks to our founder and executive producer, Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Music score by Yeffy Tang from Cloud Road Music. Voiceover artist Mike Porter. Creative direction by Paul Garcia. USA Global TV and Radio, your home for global connection. All rights reserved. This video and its contents are the exclusive property of USA Global TV and Radio. Unauthorized use, duplication or redistribution in any form is strictly prohibited.
Happy Tuesday and happy show to everybody. Welcome to Royally Confidential. This is the show that will take you through palace walls, through the top headlines and into the hidden gems in London and beyond. We're here to uncover all the jewels, literally and metaphorically, and give our beloved tourism industry a much needed boost. I'm Helena Chard, broadcast journalist and royal expert based in London, here in beautiful London. And today's episode is a right royal spring into summer, and can't wait to share the cultural delights and all the charming quirks of London. And now, joining us live from the US, my fabulous co-host, award-winning author, humanitarian and creative spark, Diann Floyd Boehm. Diann, a celebrated fiction author, renowned for her captivating books for children and young adults. And I think it's your stories, Diann, that nurture young minds, promote kindness and all the lovely empowerment, self-empowerment that young people need. Hi, Diann.
Hi, and thank you for that beautiful intro. I am so excited about today. Our show is going to be fantastic. The lineup we've put together is, yay!
Oh, Diann, you're too kind. You're too kind. No, but we just love to highlight all these wonderful people and places and stories and royal inspiration and some of the cultural treasures. And I think, you know, it makes the UK so magical. And of course, you as well, fabulous UK-US cultures, sort of bridging UK-US cultures with joy and peace. So really great. As usual, Diann, a quick quiz to kick things off.
Okay.
So, which do you think is taller? So is it my family's landmark, the Chard, or the Empire State Building? Obviously, the Chard's London, Empire State Building in the US.
US.
What are your thoughts?
I'm going to have to look up that building. Go with the Empire State Building.
You are correct.
Really?
You are. So the Empire State Building is 1,454 feet, and it towers over to the Shard's 1,016 feet.
Oh, pretty close.
So a fun fact, the Empire State Building was built in 410 days. That's not very much.
Wow, that's amazing.
Really. Huge amount of builders, something like 3,400 builders, designed to resemble a pencil.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the Chard. It's a 72-story glass masterpiece, like a Shard of glass, and it's offices, restaurants, the beautiful Shangri-La Hotel, and the panoramic 360 degrees sort of views over London. So there we go. Well done. Congratulations. We're going to have to start giving out prizes, I think, here.
I usually never win, so I'm very excited. But I will definitely have to, next time in London, check out the Chard building. It sounds fabulous.
It's a really lovely place. And I think it's the panoramic views which are spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Diann, let's head over to heritage and royal headlines.
Now,
this is something I thought about you with this one. So this is beginning with something called Letters Live. And this is in association with Mont Blanc, you know, the pen maker. And it's a celebration of the written word.
Oh.
And it's this unique event which celebrates letter writing, and it's all about connecting people, places and stories, which is what we're all about. And it encourages people to sort of connect, inspire, transform lives. And the main thing is there's a new aspect to this, which is called Dear London.
Oh, nice.
And this Dear London bit, because normally they host this at the Royal Albert Hall, where we have famous people that read out these wonderful letters written by historical figures. But this thing, which I think is really fantastic, it's a special initiative. So people will write about everything that they absolutely love about London. And it's sharing thoughts, experiences. So you may have fallen in love with someone in London, or it could be a cafe, a bridge, one of our wonderful royal parks, sort of giving the whole essence of London and all the people. And I think it's sort of like really highlights diversity and creativity. And imagine that in years to come as well, to see all these wonderful letters. So how to take part, it's dearlondon@letterslive.com, 500 words, anyone around the world can join. You have to send it in by midnight, 19th of September. And you're just given all these wonderful things if you win, or you're picked out. Your poem, your letter will be read out by somebody famous. I don't know who at this moment. And there's drinks receptions, it's printed in the Times, there's lots of things going on. But isn't this something that interests you, Diann, with the whole like history and just little tips that give you, I don't know, creativity to write your wonderful books?
I love it. People need to do this in other places. There's so much to see and do in London, and that was a clever idea to come up with. So I think I'm going to be writing a letter.
I think so. I think it would be really lovely. And I had a list of all the people that are going to be on stage, but I haven't got it now. But anyway, I'm moving over as well to Princess Catherine. She has recently been curating a little exhibition at the V&A called Makers and Creators. And it's similar really to the letter thing in a way, but takes in the past, the reflections of the present, and bridges the future. So it's this whole idea that she's selected 9 incredible pieces from the V&A East Storehouse, which actually is in the Queen Elizabeth Park. And these pieces have been picked out from 500,000 objects. And it celebrates the timeless role of craftsmanship, inspiring and shaping culture. We've actually got a clip that I'd like to show. And just remembering as well, she obviously studied at St Andrews in Scotland. And the whole thing is it's connecting our rich past to the present, and really honouring everyone that's built all these wonderful things in our culture. Let's have a look.
Wow. That is amazing.
Isn't it beautiful? So
Oh,
the E&A East London Storehouse, free as well. And you just see it's the most amazing amount of artifacts. And it really is absolutely fantastic. I love the ballet dress with all the leaves and everything on it. I think that's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's
but moving on to a right royal triumph, Diann. So I don't know if you know or you've seen the Lionesses.
No.
They have triumphed this summer, and we're so excited. So the Lionesses are an all English football team, all women as well, and they are the 3-time European champions, led by brilliant Serena Weigmann, I think her name is. I mean, I have to say, I'm not really a football fan, but have become a football fan because these girls and the coach are absolutely phenomenal. And they have so much passion and team spirit and just everything about them sort of proving that that football, okay, it's a sport, but it's all about heart and determination and girl power, absolutely. And I think we've been so bad and we all want something to like whoop about, and this has been it. It's absolutely fabulous. And they're sure to get some honours. And it's been during my birthday month. I'm also a Leo, so I've been whooping away. I'm so excited. And I just hope that we sort of go on to win more. And even my male friends, I think years ago, would never have sat down and watched an all-female football match. Absolutely are engrossed. And there we go. There they are. They're our winners. Woohoo!
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, it's really great. So I'm excited about that. So they had like a heroes, open top buses along the Mall, and by the Queen Victoria Memorial. Everyone was there buzzing and just waving, and it was just, I don't know, it was I think the grit and grace of the whole thing was incredible, and they've done our country proud, and obviously it's for future generations. It's really fabulous.
It is fabulous, and I just want to throw in there, I hope we get to see some of it airing on American televisions. Would be awesome. And for our American viewers, when she says football, she doesn't mean like American football. They're not wearing helmets. It's soccer.
Oh, yeah, of course. There we go. See, oh, and
congratulations to them and to your country. It's fabulous.
Yeah, thank you so much. And now, something a little sad. I think we're all very, very shocked that Ozzy Osbourne suddenly passed. And there's been such an outpouring of love for him. It's a real regal salute for the Prince of Darkness, as he's known. And our lovely Coldstream Guards, Britain's oldest regiment in the British Army, and they formed in 1650. They're there to protect the monarchy and on ceremonial occasions. So they, under King Charles' say-so, paid an unexpected, heartfelt tribute to the late Ozzy Osbourne. And it was during the changing of the guards outside Buckingham Palace, and they played his song Paranoid, which is it was a beautiful, unique, and powerful to salute, to him, the Prince of Darkness. And we've got the picture there. Can you see that's them performing? Unfortunately, I wish I could play it, but copyright and all of that, and we can't. But it was so lovely. I didn't realise he was here for so long. I know he was in LA for 20 years, and he's got his Hollywood star and everything. And he was in Chalfont St Giles, I think, and fans left flowers and loads of things, guitars, near the lake where he was buried. A truly loved legend. What did you think, Diann? I was surprised. I don't know why I was so surprised, but people asked. But
no, we knew he wasn't doing well because his wife Sharon would keep us sort of updated. But it's always still shocking when someone great, and he is great. He's done so much to the music world, and you don't hear him as much, but he's a humanitarian in his own right. And So my hats are off to him. And I have a feeling he's starting a new band up there in heaven. I can just see that jamming.
I love that idea. But, you know, my thoughts are with his family.
Yeah.
And poor Sharon at this moment.
Yeah.
So we're going to move on to a royal toast. And this is for our very hardworking Princess Anne. She is turning 75 this month, so like huge birthday cheers for her. She just, you know, as we know, she's the hardest working royal in, you know, the amount of jobs that she performs, and 395 engagements in the UK and 79 abroad, so that 474 in total in the year, which is incredible, really, isn't it? And she had her accident not that long ago where she couldn't remember a thing. And in fact, we were updated by a friend of hers that it was far worse than we'd been led to believe. And she was back on the saddle again on her horse at Trooping of the Colour. Absolutely incredible. And she just, you know, she's very fun. I mean, she's been through so much as well. And you think all the things, like 1974, she was actually, you know, that people attempted to kidnap her, and she, you know, it's a very strong woman, and, you know, I can't remember, I think it was a swear word that came out. Just small little things like she does that trademark hairstyle so quickly in 15 minutes, unlike we discovered 2 hours that it takes someone to do it on the crown. And the most exciting thing for me is that she inspires a whole men's collection, as in a fashion collection. So Sylvia Fendi has dubbed her the chicest woman in the world. There we go. I know it's hard to believe, but she does look really great with her hats, and she's quite stoic and strong, which is good, and resonates actually with a lot of younger people here in the UK. But I think for her service and determination, she's now been honoured with a commemorative £5 coin, and it's dubbed Anniversary, if you get the pun. And this highlights her trademark hairstyle and her dazzling Cartier aquamarine pine flower tiara, which was something that was given to her by her grandmother, her late grandmother, Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. So she's featured on this currency. We've actually got something, I think, yeah, there we go. That's the actual tiara, which is fabulous. We've got a little clip as well that I want to show if possible. And this is the No Frills Princess being honoured by, you know, for her devotion and duty. And it just shows the coin and everything. If we've got that to hand, that would be great to show.
We're very fortunate that His Majesty has allowed us to use Buckingham Palace for this event, and I need to say that because
often referred to as one of the hardest working members of the royal family, and as somebody who undertakes around 500 engagements a year, is a patron of over 300 charities. I think it's about time that she was honoured on a UK coin.
It was really by kind of observing Princess Anne and looking at the role that she plays within not only her family but the nation and the Commonwealth that formed inspiration for the design of the coin. She has I would say a kind of understated elegance and strength, and that was really what I wanted to capture in the design.
Wow.
Amazing, huh?
Amazing. I have a quick question. Is it possible for people from other countries to be able to purchase a coin and have it as a keepsake?
No, absolutely. I mean, you can purchase it via the Royal Mint. I think, obviously, it's a £5 coin, a special one, and I think it's £17 if I'm correct. But I'm pretty sure, yeah. Just contact the Royal Mint. I have a sneaky feeling there's a gold version too, which is a bit more special and more expensive. But I think that's great. You know, she's a very simple person. In fact, she doesn't like a big hoo-ha. And it's the one thing that her and her brother, King Charles, agreed on. So she helped towards produce it. And she felt it was okay. But that's it. There's nothing else. She doesn't want any more, you know, fanfare. So there we go. It's interesting because obviously that tiara as well, talking of sparkle and splendour, Cartier is on at the V&A, which is absolutely, and there we go. That's the special tiara that she wears on occasion, which was given to her by her grandmother. George VI bought it for the late Queen Mother, and she didn't really wear it, so it was a really lovely treat. And she's tweaked it a bit, so it's not as it was. I think she took some of the gems out and made brooches and earrings. But anyway, this Cartier exhibition, oh my goodness, Diann, diamonds and twinkles. I think my mum called me a magpie when I was pretty much born, and I've always been fascinated about anything that sparkles. You know, and I covet it and love it, and still now I love looking at jewels. I mean, I don't have that many diamonds, I have to say, but you know, I just love anything that sparkles. So it's a real must see. It's showcasing nearly 30 years of product. Yeah, over 350 glittering sort of masterpieces, tiaras, absolutely fabulous. And I think one thing that stood out to me is the Manchester tiara. I think we've got a picture of that as well. Manchester tiara. We've shown the Princess Anne's aquamarine pine flower tiara, but what was interesting about the Manchester one is it was given by lieu of inheritance tax, and it ended up in the V&A Museum. And also I was so intrigued, Diann, about the dollar princesses. Do you know about the dollar princesses?
No, I don't.
The American heiresses, they married.
Yes,
British aristocracy, and sort of brought their sparkle and scandal and things like that with them. But they adorned themselves with Cartier. So they were within this wonderful, amazing rooms of sparkle. I'm so excited I can barely get it out. I also, unfortunately, my editing skills weren't up to it just before I was coming on, and I've got this wonderful selection of videos and things, and it would have been lovely to show it because the twinkles were absolutely wonderful. But you know, Cartier's sort of symbol of bold elegance and power, and it's the fascinating history, I think, between the royalty in general, which is is amazing to see. But this exhibition runs until November the 16th, so not that much time, but a bit of time. I definitely, anyone that comes over from abroad or who's in the UK, you should go and see it. It is very exciting, very, very exciting.
It is very exciting. And I just want to share with everyone listening. So a new documentary is out about, I didn't realize they were called, did you call them the dolls? So what you refer to the women as dolls?
The dollar princesses, princesses, American heiresses.
Anyway, for everyone listening, the documentary is about those women in the Gilded Age, and I just started it. It's really phenomenal, and it's shocking to hear. I mean, if I had been in England, I'd be like, "Excuse me, they're over there. We're here."
Oh my goodness! I know. I just think it's
not be taking our men.
I know. This is all like Downton Abbey time, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, because I think it was featured on that, which is really funny. I love it.
It's excellent.
Last month as well, we had a right royal helping of happy, Diann. So this month again, this made me laugh when this comes down to a conversation that we had not so long ago. So, and I want you to share your little bit of joy because you've been watching something that's quite binge-worthy, it seems. Something that's a British series, and I know that one of the episodes was set in Brighton, so this sort of sets the scene. Do you want to say a few words about what you've been watching?
Oh yes. So my husband and I, we just absolutely love Prime Video. There's a little plug there they didn't ask me to say, but Silent Witness, oh my stars. We are on season 23. Can you believe it? We watch it every single night. We have to watch a happy show afterwards. But I tell you, those writers are phenomenal. And I get to see all these different places in England. But Brighton, the beach there, I was like, what? I've been to England so many times and I didn't know about this place. So please do tell Helena about how great this beach is.
But just to say that I love the fact that you love Silent Witness, and it is brilliant. And your season 23 actually I think there's 28 seasons, so you've got a bit of time to go.
I know, but I have to quit getting rid of my people.
I know they do, but Amelia Fox is still in it. And
yes, she is. She's great. But they better not get rid of Jack.
I know. I know. Hunky Jack.
Yes, Hunky Jack. He's gorgeous. I
think he's in it. He's very good, isn't he? So they're all forensic pathologists. And there is another season coming out in 2026. So I thought I'd mention that. So you keep watching.
Well, I hope they bring Clarissa back, because as an actress, she's phenomenal. As a human being, she is an inspiration to people around the world. She's my favorite character.
She is. That's Liz Carr, I think her name. Yeah, Clarissa. She's brilliant. She's brilliant. Yeah. So Brighton. So Royal Seaside Retreats and Curious Finds in Brighton. So basically, it's known as London by the Sea. There we go. That's a lovely picture. That's the old pier, because the pier actually burnt down, but it's there sort of in the background, and it's always a sort of landmark there. So known affectionately as London by the Sea. It's sort of really lively and quirky. It's got a mixture of the city and the seaside. There's so much goes on, and it literally is a bit like London, but I would say I think it's even more quirky, to be quite honest. But it's really good fun, and you can jump on the train from London and you're there within the hour. And it's just a different feel, when you want a little bit of happy vibe, a bit of fun, because we're sort of city based. We have the Thames, but obviously we don't have the sea. So it's lovely just to go and dip your feet in the sea and just have a little mooch. You just do it in a day return if you want to. And there's like the Royal Pavilion is a notable landmark, which actually was a farmhouse. And it was then made into a retreat for King George IV. A completely opulent palace, really, with banqueting rooms, and it's got this sort of mesmerizing Indian and Chinese kind of like wow to it. So the artifacts and various things, and there's exhibitions there and beautiful grounds and gardens. I don't know if we have a picture there that we can show. We do. Oh, there we go. So you can see it sort of looks a bit like the Taj Mahal, really. It really is sort of like it's landed in Brighton, and eventually Queen Victoria sold it to Brighton City in 1850. But there we go. There's so much to talk about with Brighton. It really is like another show. But I hope that gives you sort of a little glimpse into the kooky side, the mad. I mean, anything goes in Brighton. It really is sort of this mad place, and it's really beautiful. But
time I'm there, if it's in the summer, you and I will have to check it out together.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not far. It's great. I think when you come from abroad, you don't realise you can access the sea. It's not that far.
Right.
I suppose if you're going to travel to London, you don't really want to do that unless you're here for a while. So there we go. But also, not to forget, moving on to the iconic phone boxes, is a little bit of kooky. As we know, it's like a bit of British history. And they really are being reimagined as art places, galleries, cafes, florists, and for entrepreneurial people. They're sort of like tiny micro businesses, tiny being the word, but it works. So these red telephone boxes, they are known to go at auction for something like up to 35,000 for the size of them. It's quite a lot, but it is British history. And there is one particular place in Brighton called the Dog and Bone Gallery. So it's 2 telephone boxes housed next to each other. I think it's on the 7 Dials in Brighton. And it showcases, there we go, that's just a little glimpse of one of them, showcasing local artists' work. And obviously, it's quite wow when you think, these phone boxes are made into like cafes and I don't know, libraries, and even, I'm trying to think now, what have I seen? Different ones. Have you seen them before, Diann? Have you seen these?
I've seen, obviously, the phone booths, but I haven't seen them decorated like that. I think I actually saw one that was a library inside. That was really kind of cool. And I believe they actually inspired, whoever came up with that idea, inspired the concept to have here tiny post offices for people to share their books, which is really a lovely thing to do. But obviously the phone booths are incredible because I think I was sharing with you off stage that you can buy little tins inside are biscuits to take home and give for treats for your friends and family, which I do.
Oh, perfect, perfect. I think there's something like, there were thousands of them. I think, did they belong to, I'm trying to think who they belonged to, and then they were sold off. I think it was the post office. But then there was something like 300 red ones, and now, I don't know. But anyway, they are amazing to see. I'd love one personally. I would like one to build it into something. And also, if you think about the red bus, actually is synonymous with London as well.
That is true.
But sort of back in the 1900s, it wasn't the case.
Oh.
What do you think? What colour do you think they were in the 1900s? Our buses.
Yellow?
Nearly. Lincoln green.
Lincoln green. Well, that makes sense.
There was sort of a mixture of colours, in fact, as well. And it was actually the omnibus company who eventually painted them red, and it was to keep it sort of like a unique to them, that one company. So that was in 1908, I say. Yeah. So there we go. There's just so many things that are absolutely fabulous. I mean, there was other bits and pieces that I wanted to talk about, but actually there's something I think I'll probably save to next month now.
That sounds good, because can you believe it is already time to almost wrap the show up?
Is it really?
I know, incredible.
Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna give you another London trivia.
Okay.
What animals from colder climates once swam in the River Thames?
And it's an animal, not a fish.
It's an animal.
A dog.
It was actually a polar bear, but this, I mean, it's madness. This was years and years and years ago. This is yonks ago, in 1251. Henry III was given a polar bear by the King of Norway, and it was kept in the Tower of London, but it was attached, it sounds quite cool really, it was attached to a long chain, and it was allowed to sort of swim freely in the Thames. There we go.
So you could be hung or eaten by a polar bear, your choice.
Absolutely, complete madness. Also, just quickly, if I'm able to give you another one, if possible.
Yes.
Do you take it?
Go for it.
Have a look. So, talking about history and traditions and things like that, under which building in London would you find a time capsule buried? Now, I didn't know this.
A time capsule of what?
A time capsule buried. It's just a time capsule.
Okay.
So things that are buried under it. It's under a building in London.
Kensington Palace? I don't know. It may not have existed then.
Yeah, it could be, because there is actually lots of things under. That's for another one of our shows. But no, this is actually at Cleopatra's Needle, and it's sort of obelisks, really. A diplomatic gift from Egypt in the 1800s. Have you seen?
Wow, I had no idea.
It's erected on the Thames Embankment. So, and underneath it, it's basically a snapshot of Victorian life. So it's interesting when you think about the Princess of Wales and all the clothing and all the various things in her little mini exhibition. And we talk about the letters. I find it absolutely fascinating, all of it.
It is. I'm so glad you share all this trivia with us. But I must say, I am going to let you wrap up the show.
Oh my goodness, really? Already? Okay. So, I mean, thank you very much, basically, for being with us. And Diann, thank you for being brilliant as always. Do you have something to wrap up with, or thought of the day, thought of the month that you'd like to share?
Well, you know me, Helena, I'm all about spreading peace, joy, and love. And I want to thank you so much for enlightening people in the great places to go in your beautiful, beautiful country. And I'm honored to be part of your show.
Oh, that's really, really kind. I know. And we look forward to sharing some magical things. And I think one of the things that I just think it's just so important, isn't it, to stay curious. I think to be curious is everything, and it leads you on to the most amazing things too. But, you know, again, as always, we say, Diann, also it's celebrating the small joys and finding magic around us. And also, you know, as well, there is that sentence that the best things in life, or saying, not sentence, the best things in life are free. One, we have some amazing places in London, like the Royal Parks, and lots of, you know, our exhibitions and things, which actually you don't have to pay for, and they're wonderful. But also the other thing, you know, friends and family are everything. And I think that's sort of something that I would like to end on. So, yeah, so thank you for joining us, everyone. We really look forward to seeing you next time, where we can share lots of snippets into wonderful, beautiful London. So until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and keep celebrating all the small things that really make life royally unforgettable.
Thank you, viewers and listeners of USA Global TV and Radio, for joining us today. We're honoured to have your time and attention as part of our global community. At USA Global TV and Radio, we believe in the power of authentic conversations, meaningful connections, and creating a world of possibilities together. Want to be part of something bigger? Join our team of elevated listeners at usaglobaltv.com, a space where your voice matters and your ability to listen transforms relationships. Stay connected with us across all our platforms for thought-provoking discussions, expert insights, and empowering stories. Subscribe to our channels at youtube.com/c/USA-Global-TV. Follow us on social media and explore the endless opportunities we're creating for growth, learning, and inspiration. Together, we're not just broadcasting, we're building bridges and changing lives one conversation at a time. For inquiries, contact us at info@usaglobaltv.com. Music by Johnny Dyes. Produced by Executive Producer and Director Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Voiceover by Mike Porter. Creative Direction by Paul Garcia. All rights reserved. Copyright 2025. Visit usaglobaltv.com to view our full terms and conditions.